DeAndre Swift finished RB22 last year, 99 rush attempts, 542 yards, 5 touchdowns, 48 receptions, 70 targets, 389 yards, and 3 touchdowns through the air. Thoughts on DeAndre Swift?
So Swift was a little dinged up last year, right? As we saw, and then once he came back, Jamal Williams had cemented himself so well, especially in the red zone, that Swift kind of became an afterthought, right? I like the upside of Swift, but in large part in best ball. Like, I don't know that I want to fight this in redraft, because we'll talk about the other running backs here shortly. But I almost wonder if this is a situation that it's better for the Eagles and the NFL play than it is for the fantasy world. So I do worry about that. We have to see him stay healthy. He hasn't been able to do that in his young career just yet. So we want to see him get through these games. But I think that there's a very strong possibility that he kind of ends up basically right where he's maybe a little bit above where he's being drafted, but I think right in this running back 22 to 19 range. Like, I think he can be, kind of a back end RB2.
What Miles Sanders did last year by himself. Is DeAndre Swift able to, equate what Miles Sanders did last year? Miles Sanders last year had a hell of a year. 1,269 yards on 259 carries. Found the end zone 11 times, and wasn't really much in the passing game. They kind of went, to him. He was targeted 26 times. So DeAndre Swift, I think we all agree, better receiver than Miles Sanders is, able to do that. But that's not exactly what Jalen Hurts' game is, right? Is that check down to the running back. And maybe that's because he hasn't really had a running back that he can check it down to, on a consistent basis. I don't think that DeAndre Swift is going to equal what Miles Sanders did last year by himself. I think they brought in guys that we will talk about. And so where I think that, that on the whole, all of these running backs that they have will be able to equate kind of what Miles Sanders did and the rest of the running backs last year. But it's a group effort, in my opinion.
So DeAndre Swift's one of the few guys out there that can, running backs that you can draft in the 6th round and blow up and win you a week, right? Like, he's got that kind of talent. He's coming off the board, pick 62, RB25. I don't think that he's going to be the goal line back in here, right? Jalen Hurts will go out there and get his 10, 12 rushing touchdowns this season. Rashad Penny, I think, will get a lot of 1st and 2nd down type of work until, as long as he can rock and roll that